About to enter the Redwood Garden here at the Botanical Gardens. I think it's appropriate to make a video here as these are California redwoods, and this video is directed at California Governor Gavin Newsom. I'm at the Botanical Gardens, which is one of the facilities that was allowed to open yesterday, June 1st, per the Phase 2 plan. And the reason I'm making this video is because, per your mandate, San Francisco Zoo and other California zoos are in Phase 3. They're not allowed to open and until mid-August. And that's just not right. As you can see, I left the regular path. Those paths aren't even as wide as the paths at the San Francisco Zoo. And I'm in an off-path area, which, has the potential to get overcrowded. And if people aren't social distancing, then what? So I'm trying to illustrate that there's no reason why San Francisco Zoo cannot open up. No reason at all. It's the same situation as it is at the Botanical Gardens. They have protocols in place. The Botanical Gardens has signs on their paths about social distancing. They require masks. They have the 6 feet marked off at the entrance in case there's a backup trying to get in. They have people making electronic reservations, even residents and non-members. So, and the other thing is they have 55 acres versus our 100 acres. Their capacity is normally 10,000. They're only allowed to have 2,500. And that's something else that the zoo will be taking into their protocol, from what I understand. They'll have limited capacity, masks, social distancing, areas that are indoors or closed. High traffic areas will be non-touch, like railings, windows, etc. Here I'm back on the path, but as you can see, those paths are maybe those paths are 5 or 6 feet apart. Our paths most of them are much wider. That path is just over 3 feet. So, there's no reason why the zoo can't open. You need to reevaluate each zoo's layout and what their protocol is, and allow the local mayors to open up some of the zoos, because, they're taking care of lives. A lot of your press conferences talk about protecting lives. What about protecting the lives of the animals that we held captive in zoos? Those animals depend on people to take care of them. They depend on those people, and I'm talking about the zoo management, to bring in enough money with gate sales to provide for them. How pretty that is. To provide for them. And if you keep them closed, they've been closed 11 weeks. Mid-August, that's another 11 weeks. Totals 5 months that you're denying people to have access to the zoo, and for the zoo to have access to raising funds through gate sale revenue. It's just not right at all. People are flocking to the beaches, they're flocking to the parks, they're flocking in protests, and that's allowed. There's no social distancing happening at any of those places. So the zoo needs to open. I know that my zoo is hurting, so they need to open. And I'm sure all the other zoos are hurting. I know San Diego put out something where, you were supposed to reevaluate them, and that never happened. Living Desert Zoo challenging the timeline opening. We need to have some reevaluation, guy. Come on. You know? It doesn't make sense. If everybody was following the rules, there was social distancing everywhere, then I'd agree with it. But you know what? No one's following those rules. So places need to open up, especially places where lives depend on the funds that are brought in by gate sales. Make it happen before mid-August. It's insane.